Witches and evildoers are very scared of this light when you on it in your surrounding. And anytime this light is on, no penetrations of the enemies can work on you. No evil attack can work on you. And this light is your spiritual light. When your spiritual light is on, it scares witches away. It scares demons away. It scares evil peoples away. And every penetrations of the enemies, evildoers, can never work on you, because light and darkness has nothing in common. Wherever there is darkness and you light up light in that environment, in that vicinity, the darkness will disappear. That is how your spiritual light stands. Also, spiritual controls the physical. Whenever you are experiencing constant negativities going on in your environment, going on in your life, know that your spiritual light is off and you need to on it. On today's video, I will share with you my experience and also how you should on your spiritual light on, and why your spiritual light should also be on at every given time. Many years ago, I was in a transit. A group of occult people confronted me to off the light in my room. On a normal ground, I don't sleep with light. Yes, I don't on light when I sleep, but I make sure my torch light is around me. In case of anything, I can easily take up the torch light and on it and use it. But when the occult people confronted me to off the light in my room, I refused to off the light, and I told them that I paid for the room I was occupying, and at the same time, I'm in charge of that room. It is my choice to on the light in my room, and also my choice to off the light in my room. Since I've chosen to on the light, nobody should order me to off the light. And they threatened to deal with me if I did not off the light. When I wake up, it was a revelation. I thought of it. I don't sleep with light. Why would someone ask me to off the light in my room anyways? And a voice spoke to me that it is not a physical light, but a spiritual light, the light of God that is protecting me against the harms of the enemies, against the projections of the enemies, and against the attacks of the enemies. They have tried every means to attack me, to project negativities in my life, to cause problems in my life spiritually. They are not succeeding. So they want me to off the light that is hindering them to gain easy access in my life. Then I understood that there is a spiritual light that is on in every individual's life. And whenever this light goes off, that is when enemies will have easy access to attack you. They will have easy access to penetrate negativities in your life, and they will succeed. And I took my time to ask God for more wisdom and discernment to understand the meaning of this light. And I was meant to understand that this light serves as a protection on every believer, every child of God. There is a light of God around you that is protecting you, that is keeping you safe against the plot of the enemies. This light goes off whenever you sin against God, whenever you fall out of faith, and whenever you refuse to do the will of God. that is when this light goes off. Then, if you want the light to always be on, you must live according to the will of God, abstain from sins, and do things the right way. That is when this light will always be on in your life. And when this light is on, there is nothing enemies can do to penetrate evil in your life. There is nothing the enemies can do to attack you and succeed. Every attacks of the enemies will not work on you. Rather, it will return back to the sender. So, my brethren, I want to encourage you to make sure that the light that the Lord has placed in your life, you should make sure that the light is always on to overcome the attacks of the enemies, to overcome the plots of the enemies, to overcome the atrocities of the enemies, to overcome every evil activities that is going on in the spiritual realm. Make sure that the light that the Lord has on in your life, it is always on. It is your duty to make sure that that light is always on. Unknown accounts should rule off that light, because during that time I had a revelation. I started having series of encounter with what would have made me to fall out of faith, sin against God and all that. If I would have done what comes my way that time, that light would have gone off and the enemies will gain easy access in my life. So sometimes the enemies will tempt you. They will cause one problem or the other in your life for you to fall out of faith, so that that light will go off and they can easily attack you. Do not fall out of faith. Stay firm with God. Stay firm in your faith. Ask God for wisdom and discernment to understand what is going on around you at that time. And I pray God will give you direction. And when you follow that direction, at the end, you will be victorious and your lights will still be on. And the protection of God will always be around you. Thank you so much for always supporting this channel. Hit the right subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up to like it. Also share it. Remain blessed. Amen.